Well, using the old two-bottom little genius, I over-tripped her or under-tripped her or whatever you want to say. But yeah, you can see here's your rope trip, and it should be locked into this crevice. And you can see, like, see this adjuster handle goes to move. So I think in order to lock it in manually, I'm going to have to lift this up, push this down, and get it to lock in again. And in order to do that, all I got to do, I believe, is pull this pin, pull this rod off there, and I think we're good to go. Throw some grease in it, and we should be good. And hopefully there's not something broke in there that I have to find parts for and replace. It's been a really good plow for me. I started off, it didn't even have that trail wheel assembly on this thing, and I ordered that from a guy in Indiana and got that from No Joke Boke. So yeah, I've been real happy with this thing, and it's just perfect for the H. Almost said the C, and I do think the C would pull this. So yeah, let me tinker with this thing and get her reset if I can. Oh, of course, the pin has to be on the side where it's harder to get to. Not easier. Wow, that pin needs replaced anyways. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and break her 1/9er. Get her out of there. Huh. Might be one of the original pins. It's definitely rust welded in there. All right. Now, in theory, I should be able to reset that quite easily without that rod in there. Okay, so that stops right there. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. Now you go down. Now you flip up. It should catch. There we go. I think we're in business if I just pull this forward. I can tell you one thing, the way that's sitting, there ain't no mud in there. Not at the moment. Well, let's get the H out and get her hooked up and pull it and see if we can just reset it. That should, in theory, do it. Well, I got the H out of the barn, the stallion out of the barn, and hooked up. I think this will spring right back up into action, and then I got to get that in place. I do have some new cotter pins. Really, I should take the time and change more than just that one, because that's what happens. You get out to the field and that cotter pin breaks, falls out, and then that one does, and then, you know, then you leave these on here and they come up missing, and about 10 times of doing that, and then you come over to the brush hog and throw it on there. But yeah, let's get this thing pulled forward and see what happens. Worst case scenario, we turn a little dirt, turn a little dirt, turn a little dirt. I mean, it lifted, but it didn't. You know, the points are not in the ground, but they're like basically flush with it. Let me look at this other one here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, see, it's flush with the ground. And I think now I got to get this rod back in that hole. And so right there almost makes me want to get out to the field and trip it. See if we can get it into that other one. It should, in theory, trip, but I don't know. I guess let's go, let's grow. Well, I got this back in. I had to drop it down all the way to make it work, but whatever it takes. Oh, I see why they put the pin in that way. I get it now. I'm going to wait till I get out in furrow to play with this. In the meantime, I'm going to be in transport mode. Yeah, so I got them lifted up high enough. I'm not going to be plowing as I go, so yeah. Let's head out. Regulators mount up. I'm in furrow, and there's still something funky going on. I'm going to run it and see if I can get it back to reset to the original where it should be. If not, I got to tear that wheel off of there and get in there and monkey with it and get it to where it should be by hand. But yep, got that back in. Starting off, this is adjusted at 3. This is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So your front mold board is at the 7th notch and your back one's at the 3rd. And it doesn't sound right to me, but we're gonna pull it and see where it's at. All right, so you saw what happened there. I tripped it and actually put it in transport mode. You can see, good grief, the mold boards are probably 3-4 good inches off the ground, and so I'd be able to pull these down the road as it sits. Of course, they're tilted because I'm in furrow, but now's the time to adjust this one to a deeper setting. And I'm going to tell you, you can see where it's worn right here. That's patina. No, that's rust, folks. So either here or here, and I'm going to go on the conservative side right away and go there. You know, really all you got to do is once you figure these out, and I have. If I went back and watched a couple of videos using this, I'd know exactly one, but hey, it takes the fun out of it. So I'm going to go conservative and go the lower one first, plowing. So I mean, that other mold board naturally is going to be a little bit deeper because it's the one right beside the furrow. So set the rear one just a little bit deeper than the front one, and it, in theory, should be good to go. So let's trip it. And I don't know, this wheel is flopping all over the place, but, and I lost that cap, that dust cover for that bearing. That's not good. So I'll be getting another one of them. Well, I would say that did it, folks. I mean, that furrow's deep, man. It is deep. Now let me show you how deep it is. Okay, now 214, little genius. Okay, that trail wheel is 19 inches, and I'm at the bottom of it, and it's basically about an inch shy of half. So yeah, 8.5 inch furrow. That's pretty good for a little genius. And you can see the H ski is giving them heck, and it's a leaning right about like that. So yeah, we're plowing, folks. So now that I got it fixed, we got 1949 Farmall H wide front end on it. That was moved out for cultivators, and but I kind of like it for a front weight effect. Original IH. 11/238 skins. It needs 12/4s, and I will rectify that. It's not high on the priority list because I have other tractors with way worse tires. In fact, these could be the best tires I have on any tractor. Drives, that is, rear skins. And I mean, they got, good grief, 60% tread, 70, I don't know, but they work, and working matters. And then the little genius on steel This is gonna be an older model. I talked to a guy that's kind of a little genius connoisseur, and we believe wholly that this is pre-1945. So it could be a 39, a 40, a 41, don't know, but she old and she gold. So let's keep on it plowing. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, there's no way the video is going to do this justice. I may get a tape measure and measure this. I mean, it looks 10 inches. That's really, really deep, especially right there for an H and a little genius. I had it in second gear. I was cruising right along, and then I dropped her down in first. I said to heck with it. I'd rather get through with power than speed. And it worked out quite well, but it's almost too deep, really, because it's turning it. You can kind of see, it turned it good there, but here it's up on its side, and I mean, it'll disc, but anyone that discs knows the better the plow job, the better the disking, and easier and nicer it turns out, quicker. You know, I usually figure 2 passes with a disc, hit it once with a column mulcher, and it's done. So, yeah.